This is a video response to Mandy from the Moore2Life Pantry-Loving-Prepper channel with regards to use vinegar or not to use vinegar. But first, I want to show you the view I woke up to this morning. Okay, so originally Angie from Angie's Pantry and Heather from the Kneady Homesteader channels asked this question. And Mandy encouraged me to chime in, so chiming in is what I'm going to do. I would check out the other videos. I'm not going to get into the science of it, but I know Lisa from Sutton's Days has chimed in, and Paul from Paul's Rule of Thumb, and of course, Mandy. So I do use vinegar, and I realize it does a number on the ring bands. I guess you have to weigh the positive and the negative and what is best for you. There is a really good argument not to use vinegar though. Do you want to be washing the hard water deposits and scaling, etc. off of your jars? If you're not using vinegar, I mean, you're washing your jars anyway. Or do you use vinegar and run the risk of your ring bands getting rusted? So I've known for a long time that it does a number on the ring bands, and I've just chosen to use vinegar anyway. Let's take a look at some of my ring bands. So here are my ring bands. This is how I store them, as well as storing them on the jars in my pantry/storage cupboard. Let's take out, here, this one. Look at that. It's got rust. It's corroded. And I really shouldn't use it. Here's another one. I'm busted. Rusted inside. This is one. This is really pretty. And again, it's rusted. Now, I have to admit, I probably use these with a bit of rust inside, and I'm not supposed to, but, you know, if they're rusted a lot, I will not use them. Sometimes what happens is, you know, you go screw it on the jar because, like me, you haven't checked the inside of the band before you use it, and it doesn't screw properly. Now, look at all the rust on this one. You know, there's a lot of rust in there. And, you know, that is probably ready for the garbage. Now, Paul at the Paul's Rule of Thumb channel suggested stainless steel. They've been available for a while. I heard someone else talk about stainless steel ring bands. I went online on Amazon and I checked to see. I found a set of 12 for $24 and change. But try as I might, I looked through this ad and I could not see as to whether they were regular mouth or wide mouth. There were no ratings on them. So I think that is a good idea to purchase a few like Paul said he would do and perhaps build the collection. $24 though for me is too much. I would rather just use my vinegar, experience a bit of rust. I mean, I have so many of these. Look, there, that's a better view. Rust galore. You know, a lot of them have just a little bit of rust in them. That. I think that's tomato sauce. I don't know if that's rust. That looks like tomato sauce. I am busted. Anyway, so you have to make the decision for yourself as to whether you will use vinegar in your canning pot or not. Please check out the other channels that have chimed in thus far, and I'm sure people will continue to chime in. So watch out for those videos. So this bag gave me 10 jars with a bit left over, which I'm going to make soup with. Let's get the vinegar in and the lid on the pot.